Nice. Well, here we go. Another paddling adventure. I am on the Indian River. What, 20 minutes from home? Another river that I've never paddled before. I've driven over it countless times, different parts of it, but I've never paddled it. And I've been looking forward to paddling this river. I checked it out on Google Maps. I found it, and it looks really cool, very windy. It's about 20 miles, 30 kilometers that I'm covering today. Quite a bit. Not really sure. Haven't talked to anybody who's paddled this before, so I don't know exactly what I have in store. But Google Maps shows a lot, and I know the terrain here, so I know there's no major whitewater, but there's definitely current. It's a river. For this time of year, it's a river that's extremely shallow. Wow. Woo-wee. Cool. Definitely not as much water as I was expecting to see. I don't know what to expect, and that's why I love trips like this. Another first descent. Anyway, 20 miles. It's gonna take a while to paddle. So I gotta keep moving on here. So this is probably going to be the biggest issue today. Fallen trees, any kind of wood. I'm probably the first person down this river this year, almost assuredly the first person down this whole section. And so there could definitely be some log jams, fallen trees. Wood could be blocking the entire river at some point. So that is my biggest concern, and why anytime I see some good current, I'll have my eyes peeled and I'll be looking for eddies on the shoreline to pull into so that I have an escape. Funny year though. I mean, it's like most of North America, really mellow winter here. The snow is gone a good month ahead of normal. Normally this time of year, this river would be swollen. It would be a different paddling experience. Man, it's gorgeous in here. A little bit of snow still on the edges too. Cool. Big shelf of ice. Wow. That's wild. Quick snack break and keep her going. Oh, shallow everywhere. There's no good choice. Splash myself. All right, well, made it. Honk. Well, this is what I'm talking about right here. Quite a log jam. Fortunately, it's not river wide, but all this dead piled up wood that just creates a perfect strainer. Strainer being something that lets the water through but stops everything else. including paddlers or swimmers. So that one's not too bad, except if the water was high. There's a reason all of that stuff is piled up on the left-hand shore. It's because the current at higher water is pushing hard right into there. And so that's the kind of thing, even though it's not river wide, at higher water, you need to have really good boat control to go down a river with current to avoid things like that. You can't just go with the flow, because you'll just end up a piece of wood stuck in the log jam. That's why you send probes like me down these rivers first. I have no problem being a probe. I like being a probe. Wow. Lots of fallen wood here. Very cool. Oh, what a beautiful section. This current goes boom right into that log jam. That's a little bit more water. That's a little more problematic right there. All the current goes right there. This is gorgeous. I love this. Sometimes what you need for stuff like this is actually a good flood, which we didn't get this year, to just kind of wash things, duckies, wash things out of the way. I was worried about a river-wide log jam, but I don't think I've ever encountered something quite like this. Question is, how do I get around this thing and scout, go on a little scouting mission? Okay. Look at this thing. Totally choked out. So I know where the end is. Okay, well, this kayak isn't gonna portage itself. I mean, it's not that long, probably around 100 meters of some good bushwhacking, dragging a pretty heavy boat. So not overly excited about this, but it's all part of the adventure. And it does look like it's clear sailing after this, at least for a little while. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is a heavy boat. Ah, shoot. All right, made it. And so the journey can continue. Well, once I get gotta go back for my paddle and water bottle. I just couldn't carry it all at once, so. Almost there. Look at that. Jeez. That is one heck of a log jam. Wow, look at that. Okay, that definitely put me a little behind schedule, but as long as I don't have, well, as long as that's not a common theme for what's up ahead, then I'm good. Even though that was pretty cool in a weird way. And we're off. This takes me into some more wooded sections, more remote areas, well away from the road that I'm just going under. This should be cool. Oh no. This might be a common theme. This one's smaller. There's no way around this one through it. Wow, okay. I think this is, oh, there we go. That'll work. That's gonna be tricky, but it'll work. Golly. Oh yeah. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Still, a time suck, energy suck, and I got a long way to go. Less talking, more paddling. I sure hope there aren't more of those. Houston, we have a problem. Apparently, those two log jams that I just navigated were the babies. Because this is the mother of all log jams. I mean, what the heck? Time to start portaging. Oh, that's not good. Well, things just got a little bit more challenging. This mother of all log jams, as I started to drag up this pretty big wall to get to start walking around, the handle here on the boat went crackety crack. This handle is about to fall off. That one is not doing well either. It's broken too. So got two broken handles. I can drag it the other way around from the stern, but the question is, how many more of these do I have? And so I'm trying to pull up on Google Maps right now. I only have a bar, but see how much more of this potential stuff I have to deal with. And if it's too much, I don't really have a choice. I got to go back to the last bridge and call for a lift, because I don't want to get snookered deep into the river up ahead. All right. Holy moly. Now I cross my fingers, because if there's another log jam around this corner, I'll be sad. That's all. I'll just be sad. Having a little snack. I'm feeling a little urgency right now, because this is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. At least I have communication, so I can let my wife know I'm going to be quite a bit later than expected, and I might need a pickup. Time to get cracking. Not ideal. Far from ideal. Come on, swing around. There we go. Maybe not graceful like a gazelle, but successful. Well, I am officially whooped. I still have a few more miles to go, but I was kind of expecting to be whooped by today's adventure. It was a good one. Maybe a little too ambitious for spring when I'm not in great paddling shape, but I have to get myself into great paddling shape because I have a lot of paddling adventures this season. In particular, I've taken some time off work this year, and I am doing some paddling trips that I wanted to do for a very long time, but I just haven't had the time to do. More specifically, I'm doing 6 roughly 7-day, multi-day trips, and a wide variety of stuff too. I love all types of paddling these days. It really doesn't matter what craft I'm in. I want to be in the right craft for the adventure rather than the right adventure for the craft. And so I'm going on a couple of sea kayaking trips, a river sea kayaking touring trip, and then Great Lakes sea kayaking trip, a week-long trip of both, and then a week-long whitewater canoeing trip, pack rafting trip, and then a traditional canoeing with portaging trip. I'm even doing a shorter stand-up paddling multi-day trip. I'm trying it all. I'm doing it, well, I'm not doing it all this summer, but I'm doing a lot because this is what I want to do right now, and I'm still able to do it. My body's holding up, my mind is holding up, and so I want to do this more than just this year. But I am going to be capturing it all, I'm going to be filming it all and sharing it with you guys, my adventures and my misadventures, which are sure to follow. So stay tuned, because lots of those coming this way. Man. I do have to put the hammer down though. I've been putting the hammer down, but I got to put the hammer down even harder to get to the takeout before it gets a little dark. Definitely don't want to be on the water in the dark out here. I won't be. I'll have to pull out before my truck and figure out, walk to my truck or do some other thing to get to my truck. So I'm gonna get going here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, this adventure. I certainly have enjoyed this adventure. Maybe not all parts to the same extent, but it's been great. It's been really fun, and there've been some good lessons along the way. There always are. You know, if nothing else, what the river has taught me over the years is to go with the flow. Don't expect anything to go as planned, and when it doesn't, go with it. Make good decisions, think things through, but go with the flow. Hope you guys have a great month, spring, and I'll be seeing you real soon with more paddling tips, paddling gear reviews, or paddling adventures. Ooh-wee. That's assuming I get to the end of this adventure.